Hey guys,
What's up?
what's up?
What's up?
What you been doing, girl?
Oh, me?
How you been?
I've been stressed.
Stressed. I feel it.
I've been stressed.
Oh man, so we're approaching the new year,
Yep.
and we all know that inflation is crazy.
She real.
Prices are going up,
They already up.
and so we thought it would be an appropriate time to speak on when you know it's time to raise your prices and then how you can do so.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's such like a touchy subject, and like personally think that it's done so wrong so many times. Like I see people and I'm just like, no, don't do that.
Really?
Yeah. I just think with like verbiage and how it's presented and when it's done, maybe I just have more strategy behind it.
Mm-hmm. There is strategy to raising your prices successfully, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. I think that with raising the prices, a lot of the times we try to over explain it. And you want to be treated like a luxury business, Gucci doesn't email you and say, sorry, guys, suppliers are higher now. We have to raise our prices. But before we go into that, I guess let's start in recognizing the signs of you're ready to raise your prices. What are some things like that would be going on in your business that would let you know, hey, maybe I should start raising my prices?
If you notice the increase in your cost has gone up,
Yeah, for sure.
like your operation costs are going up.
Which if you're not keeping track of that, you really should. And I say that because I feel like I'm not going to say never, but I really wasn't paying attention to that in the beginning. I would keep track of my expenses, but I wouldn't monthly look and see, okay, how much should I spend this month? How much should I make this month? What my profit, like that kind of thing. So for sure, just recognizing what's costing more. Like obviously if things are costing more and your prices aren't going up, you're literally
getting paid
losing money.
less.
Yeah, you're losing money. Some other things.
I would say if you find that you are overbooked
Yeah.
and stressed out, constantly running like in circles trying to get to all your clients, then it's time for a price increase.
I hate when I see stylists saying that I'm no longer taking new clients.
Oh my God, I was going to say that.
I think that is the worst
It's the dumbest
thing you
that's
can
rude.
ever
I
do
shouldn't say that
for
it's
your
dumb,
business.
because if you're doing that and that's how you want to run your business, that's your
It is the
decision.
worst thing you could ever do for your
Trust me,
business.
that I don't care.
I didn't say it was dumb. I said it's the worst.
Oh man, are those different?
They are.
Okay.
Dumb's a little meaner.
Okay, fine. I'm not going to be mean.
No, and the reason why is you are literally closing yourself off from people who would potentially pay you more.
Those clients.
There's a reason you're booked.
Yeah, but
because
you also
people want to come to you. And I think that,
I mean, you can stop accepting new clients. Obviously, there's like a time and a place to do that. If there's an overwhelm, if you're like content, if you don't want to make more money, if you have personal reasons that you don't want to take new clients, then that's on you. But if you want to grow your business,
yes, that's
then
one of the worst things you can do.
Go around.
But I think that comes to a deeper understanding of you and your business and you not feeling like you're worth more. I hear a lot of the times I'll have conversations with other business owners and they say stuff like, I love my clients so much and I just feel bad. And I'm like, I love my clients too. And I respect my clients. But at the end of the day, this is my job. If you're working for corporate, are you going to tell corporate, oh my God, please don't give me a raise? I love you guys so much. I'm so grateful to be here. I really don't need a raise. No. And I feel like a lot of times in the beauty industry, we forget that this is our career because we have that personal connection with our clients. It's hard to remember, okay, this is your way of living and you come first. Another thing is just the desire to increase your income.
Yeah,
like
if you want to make more money.
Yeah, if you want to make more money.
You have financial goals. Then you might need to look at the finances and honestly, when I knew I wanted to hit 6 figures, I was like, okay, I worked backwards. I was like, okay, what do I need to charge? What are my expenses? And how do I price myself to get to 6 figures? Working such and such days a week. You can literally do this. You can sit down and be like, I'm going to charge this much for this service, working this many days a week, taking this many clients. This is exactly what I need to make a day. You can figure that out if you want to get there. If you want to make $60K a year and just have a comfortable salary, you can do that too. And then if you want to cut it off, you can cut it off. It's up to you. You know what I mean? But if you have certain financial goals and you want to get there, you might have to raise your prices to get there, girl.
Exactly. It's not
It
always
might
just
not
having
be,
more
yeah,
clients.
you might
Right.
not be able to accomplish it
Right.
being one person at a
Right.
certain price point unless you like are literally killing yourself every
Right.
day. In which case, that's not good for those clients that you're saying you love if you're showing up as half of you for them.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Another reason I think is like if you are bringing more value, whether that's like you've gone to classes or maybe you're in a new space that has more amenities or options for your clients, like you have a better experience for your clients. I think that's a great time to raise your prices because you're elevating the experience that you're giving them.
Yeah.
And so it's, you can go to Steve Madden and get a pair of Hermes shoes, not literally, but they look just like them. Or you can go to a luxury store and get them and pay more because you're getting the experience. You're getting the luxury brands. They look literally the same. So then we want to prepare for the increase. You don't just want to do it. You want to make sure that evaluating, okay, is what I'm charging worth it? Is what I'm giving valuable? You don't want to just be like, oh yeah, I want to make six figures, so I'm going to charge this much. You need to make sure that the value you're giving them is
Justifies
to
the need.
yeah, it's right, makes sense with what you're charging. And if you're not doing that, I think a great way to raise prices and make it not uncomfortable is to do something simple. I don't know, offering your clients drinks or doing scalp massages, or there's so many little things you can do. Like if you're, I don't really know what else I can do for my
Moments of
clients.
wellness.
Yeah, just going above and beyond for those little things. Then it's time to communicate the increase. And I think that's the hardest
reason.
part.
I think that's the true reason that most people don't
do
want to
it.
do it is because they don't want to have that awkward conversation. But I think me and you have talked previously about this, and it's basically like how you present it to them. If you're like, oh my gosh, girl, I'm so sorry, I'm going to have to raise my prices. You already started that negatively. So they're going to perceive it in a negative way. But if you're like, hey, I just moved spaces, I'm so excited, I got this and this, it's even better, blah, blah, blah. And then they see that you're raising your prices.
Right.
It's okay, I'm getting like a BMW when I had a Camry or something.
Exactly.
I mean, like they're still good, but one's luxury.
Yeah. And I think too, it's being upfront about it. I think that's something, me personally, I know some stylists will be like, just raise your prices because just raise your prices and don't tell your clients. And I'm like, I personally don't feel right doing that because
you could, because that's what like
you can, right? But I feel like that's where the personal connection does come in, where you do have a personal connection with these people.
So they're going to be like, what's happening?
And yeah, it's just, to me, it's just a respect thing. It can be a simple email over to your clients.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a price increase effective, because I want to give my clients the choice on whether that works for them or not. The last thing I want to do is for my clients who expect that their 2-row move up and gloss is 400 and then the next time they come in it's 500. And for them to be like, what the heck?
Because there are people who like budget just to make sure they can come to you.
And not even just if they're budgeting, but I feel like it's just, you know, those stylists or like those businesses where you're like, it's a different price every single time I come. I don't understand. And I feel like it just keeps away from the sketchiness behind it. This is my pricing. And it also shows a confidence. I'm confidently telling you, this is how much my price is. Because then from there, I think it's important, especially if you're doing a dramatic price increase, I think it's important for you to have a referral ready where it's like, hey, this is my price increase. Don't say if it doesn't work for you, let me know. But if someone reaches out and it's, hey,
I think if you open the door for it, obviously people are going to be like, no, it doesn't work for me.
Yeah, unfortunately, then at that point, to me, it would be nicer to be like, no worries. I totally understand. I can send you over a few referrals of some girls I know are going to take good care of you.
You can do that, or you can even like do something where you offer them maybe a different option that gets them a similar result. Too.
Yes.
Because I've done that in the past.
For sure. Depending on the services that you offer. Absolutely. If they're getting a hybrid, it can be like, hey, we can definitely get you down to a classic set.
That would save you some money. Or like I do express sets. So I'd be like, well, you could do like a volume express instead of a full like classic or something like that. Like you would look similar, slightly different.
Yeah. But it just shows that you do care about them and like you're still creating that connection with them. So just being upfront and just being ready. Also, if a client does get upset about it, don't take it personal. At the end of the day, again, you have to do what's best for you and your business. I personally know that I've had situations where I've done price increases and like people have literally got mad at me for it
They got mad at you?
and tried like negotiating. Yeah. Tried like negotiating or being like, I just don't understand why. But at the end of the day, those aren't my ideal clients. So part of price increases
You
too
are gonna
is
lose
getting
clients.
rid of, yeah. And that's the thing. That's part of the point. We want to be making more money
For
in
less
less
work.
time and opening the door for clients who are willing to pay us our new price.
And you can make more time for those people.
So I think it's really easy to get stuck. And you probably will lose clients if you do a price increase, but don't freak out about that. Everything happens for a reason. And as long as you're making those calculated decisions, I don't want anyone to take
Don't do
this.
something
I don't
like
want anyone to take
crazy.
this. Yeah. Fresh
Don't go
out of
out here
school with
and be
no
like, I'm going
client.
up 50%.
Yeah.
And then wonder why all your clients leave you and then be like, Destiny, Sierra told me.
Yeah.
Be like, listen,
Yeah.
girl, I did not
Something
say that.
you can do too with your price increases is like talk with your accountant or if you have a
Yeah.
financial advisor and be like, okay, these are my goals.
Yeah.
Like these
And they
are
will
my
help you.
expensive. Yeah. What do you think about this? I don't think a lot of people take advantage. I don't take advantage of that conversation with my accountant. I actually have an appointment with them in a couple of weeks to do so because I've never done that. And that's something that in my understanding, most of them do offer because they want to obviously help you more money.
Because then you can pay them.
Yeah, exactly. So just like discussing those things with them and just knowing that this is the journey of what's going to happen. I know like whenever I did a really big price increase, and I was like not as busy is when I was transitioning over to 3 days a week. And I was like freaking out because I was like, oh my God, I still do this. And then I look at my numbers and
I
I'm
think
like,
I remember this.
I'm chill. I'm fine. But
yeah,
because
but I
was
feel like
used
we're
to,
in the mindset of you have to always have a butt in your chair. You
Mhm.
have to always be doing something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And but the more you're working, what I've learned too is the more you're working in your business, the less you can work on your business, which means the less money that you can bring
Yeah.
into your business. In ways it's, yes, you'll get slower, but if you do your price increase the right way, then you honestly just get more of your time back and you make
to work on
better
other
money.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And to work on yourself, to take care of yourself.
Because your goal is getting down to 2 days a week.
For sure. Through all of this, like we said, make calculated decisions. Don't just make
100%.
decisions off of what you want, where you want to be. It obviously needs to make sense for your business and where you're at and what risks you can take right now in this moment.
100%.
You know, so don't just go out and be like, oh, I'm raising my prices.
Yeah. In this day and age, too, with inflation and how things are going, I feel like there's a lot of beauty professionals that I'm seeing even right now that are raising their prices that have been extremely hesitant to do so up until this point.
Yeah.
And I feel like right now everybody's doing it. And I'm not saying because everybody's doing it, you should do it too.
Right.
But I'm saying if you're looking around
People
and
are
you
feeling
said
their worth
everybody
more.
is doing it though, it might be for a reason.
So I have a little strategic trick for raising prices. And it's something that I didn't even realize was strategic. So
What?
I always raise my prices around the holiday. I don't know why, I just always did it. And I got to thinking and I'm like, this is actually genius. I feel like most businesses or most people in our industry, from what I've seen, raise their prices at the beginning of the year.
Like on the 1st.
They've gone
of
through,
January.
they're like planning for the new year and they're like wanting to start fresh. Here's my idea behind it. Holidays come along, you raise your prices. Clients are going to want to get in with you because it's the holidays. They want to look good. No one is going to go find, I'm going to say no one, but no one's going to go find a new stylist around the holidays. That's just not.
Girl?
Would you risk finding a new stylist around the holidays if you've got pictures and events and like
No.
all that stuff? You raise your prices January 1st. What is everyone doing in the new year?
A refresh.
Budget.
Budget, refresh,
Yes.
redo, all new.
What
everything.
are we cutting out? Where are we saving money this year? So you just
I
did
feel
a
like
price
you always
increase?
lose clients around the 1st of the month.
Yeah,
Or
you
not the
do.
1st of the month, the 1st of the year.
Yeah, you do anyways, but especially if you just did a price
you do a
increase,
price
it's going to be
increase
easier
and-
for. So that's my outlet. I said, I don't know if it's
It's 'cause people
strategic
just do
or
them
just something I've
taxes.
always done, but it seems to work for me, especially if you're giving that experience
And
of
they're in
like,
the giving mood because of the
Exactly.
holidays.
exactly. So try that. See how it works for you.
Yeah.
But I see that and I'm like, I just personally feel like that is like the worst time as a small business owner to raise your prices because most of the time luxury services are like one of the first to go. You don't have to
Mhm.
get these things done. You can't really cut down on your grocery bill or like your light bill or that kind of stuff. So I just like to be strategic about that. This is the perfect time to really take care of your clients around the holidays. We're actually going to jump into a little bit more about that in a later episode, but hopefully that kind of gives you guys some insights and helps if you're struggling with raising your prices right now. If you're like scared through the process or need advice, like definitely reach out to us and we're here for you guys. And we'll see you next time.
Bye, BBs.
Bye. Thanks for being our blended babes,
AKA BBs. Join the conversation and let your voice be heard.
If you're ready for a revolution, don't forget to leave us a review wherever you're listening and follow the journey on Instagram at blended_podcast.
Share this episode with your BB who is ready to beautify the beauty industry and rewrite the standards.
Get all the tea from this episode and more in the show notes.
Bye.